Alright, so we're a couple hours into the day and I managed to squeeze both bumpers on and the side skirts, which amazingly are designed to fit over the factory rocker panel skirts. So that's good because the way they come on their own, there's no way to attach it. At least this gives me something to work with. And I can design some kind of fastener system to these, because I want to be able to remove this entire body kit and still install the stock bumpers, which I'm also going to paint to match the car, and just pull these skirts off and still have the other skirts. So if you don't want to drive with the body kit, you don't have to, and you still have a complete car, which is a really good idea. By the way, it's windy. If the wind happens to block my voice, I apologize. Last video I did, when I watched it, when I played it back, some of the stuff I said got distorted because of the wind. But give me your opinion. I forgot what the name of this body kit is. I mentioned in the previous video that I had fiberglass fender flares, but I decided to go without it because I don't want it to be too busy. I don't want too much soy on my rice. I just want some rice. What I mean by that is, you know, like the rice will go and stuff. I don't want it to be too loud, you know. But I like soy sauce. I cook it. Let's see what's under the hood. See how this works. This car's in shambles right now. So I am thinking about going whites and green with this car. I want a dark white and I want a subtle green, but I want a resilient green. I don't want metallic, I want a solid green. We're looking all right. This bumper goes on, but it needs a metal strip that bolts onto the inside of the rear bumper. It uses it and it fits really good for a fiberglass bumper. This fits really good. Obviously I'll drill this out, align it with that, but I'm doing this whole thing. I'm gonna fit it. I'm gonna let all the stress marks appear. I'm gonna open them up and I'm gonna do all the fiberglass repair while the bumper is bolted down and installed the whole time, so there's no stress. I don't want this stuff cracked later, but I like how it fits. This is a little in, but it fits good. The clearance and the body line is good. You know, this is pushed in. Of course, you know, this bumper's wobbling everywhere because it's not secure, but there's enough flexibility to just push this in and it's fine, you know. But when I do the body work, after I do the fiberglass repairs around this, when I go to do the body work, I'm not just gonna do it on this bumper. I'm gonna do it with this quarter panel at the same time, and I'm gonna do it as a one unit. And obviously I'm keeping this separation. I'm not glassing this to the car. I've never done it. I'm not gonna do that. I will do the repair as if it's one piece, but you tape inside here and you tape under in here and stuff, and you do all the work you got to do and stuff. And when you're done, before you go into primer stage, you go ahead and you got to know what you're doing. But you can either cut this with a cutoff wheel, which is what I do. I run a tape line and I cut it off with a cutoff wheel. Once you get past the layer that you created of body work, it's just going to fall off. It's not a big deal. It's scary, but it's not a big deal. That's going to take care of this. I don't want to do too much body work on this quarter panel, because in the event that we go to put the stock bumper back on for whatever reason, I don't want the quarter panel to not match the bumper. You understand? So that's all. It's all in the wrist. That's right, even the bird knows what's up. So Blue Jay's like, that's right. This here, I'm not gonna force this in because it'll crack it. And this does need to come back more anyways because it's not going in. So you can already have space here. It's been pushed back as far as it can go. And this is already hitting here. So what do I do now? I come back here again. So I'm actually gonna have to cut this off. I'm gonna have to cut that off. I don't want to have to do that because it leads to other things. I'd have to probably remove this mud guard and have it go in front of this, or maybe just cut it. That way I can get this to go back a little more. If there's metal here, if I can hammer that rock and knock it in some, and I can get this to slide back, that would be great. Because I can cut this and create a new lip, but I really don't want to do that here too. I don't want to do that much work. Could probably hammer this in a little bit, tap this in, get that to go around it and stuff. These handles, I'm not going with the same style. I want to have you ever seen on the Ferraris where they have on the inside there's like a strap, you know, it's like a fabric, like I don't know what it's made of or whatever, but you pull it, you know, and it unlocks the door, it opens it. I want to do that in the inside because I hate the style handles that come in this car. I hate it. Even now to open it, it sucks. I want it to be just a strap. I can just grab a strap and yank it, pop this open. If I can do that on the outside, that would be great. You know, I thought this car might be like too busy and too loud, but with the way cars are actually coming out the dealership today and what Honda did with their new 300 horsepower turbo Civic, the Type R, this is actually, it blends in a little more with today's modern cars than it would have back in the 90s or 2000 with the body kit. You know, nowadays cars are a lot more flashier and got more stylish and futuristic body lines. So if I was to paint this car like blue or red off of like one of a year-to-date factory colors, this will probably blend in a lot of other colors. Let me know what you think. We'll get back to work and see what else I can do with this. And I will keep posting videos on this build from beginning to end. I'm gonna try to do a lot of videos, just sections, you know, just skim out all the boring stuff and just post something every time I get to the next step, just to keep everything new and interesting. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good day.